Hey guys, Coach Life here again with some more speed run on Oasisse. As you can see, I've got a lot of digging queued up. I've got a few liquid locks I'm trying to build up here. As soon as they're in place, then that will help keep this natural gas in here and we can start filtering it on its way out. I built a little structure here to use the incoming water that's going into the electrolyzers to cool the hydrogen so we can use it. Don't know whether it'll work, never done it before, only got a gold amalgam pump. I guess we'll find out. To make sure, I'm putting a liquid lock on here. I've just made it out of water, that's no good. Yeah, I think we'll use some oil for that, or maybe even some petroleum when I get some. But yeah, if I use water in there, that's 500 degrees. If it gets any hotter, it'll turn to steam, and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So let's put a pitcher pump down here and deconstruct those ladders. Cancel those ladders, I don't think we really need those. So right, we'll get on with that. I'm building another hatch ranch. I've blueprinted in some automation shipping, so we can ship all the eggs straight away over there. Obviously I'm going to start gradually switching these over to stone hatches now. That was a stone hatch as well, so we should get some stone hatches in there. We've got loads of sandstone and loads of granite and loads of igneous rock. So I want to keep both of these types of hatches at the moment because I think they'll be the most effective at disposing of some of this surplus rock. We've got another dupe available. Let's have a quick look, see what we got. Nisbet, cooking operates, soup wearing, bottom of stomach, no. Squeamish, that's okay. Diver's lungs, that'd be good. Athletics and cuisine. Gossman, gastrophobia, grease monkey, strength, machinery, and athletics. That looks pretty good. I'll get you in then, Gossman, I think. I'll put you on that schedule with Travaldo. Must have one on the... yes I did. Right, so we've got Jean. He needs to go on the last schedule as well. Skills wise, what have we got? Gossman, improved carrying like everyone. Jean, you can have your exosuit and that. And you are going to be a digger and builder long term, aren't you? Travaldo, you've got loads of skill points. And you are going into mechatronics. Jean will get you in hard digging, I think. And identify you as such. Rossman, you are going to be another operator, but you'll be just improved carrying for now. So, priorities. I wish you could kind of like set up a default priority for each of the occupations. So like, you know, if I want to make all my mechatronics engineers the same priorities, I can do that. That would be really useful. I'll feed that as a suggestion. So we've got operating, supplying, tidying. Yeah, that's all okay. Who was our new one? Was it Jean? Yes, you're on the same. Travaldo. Weren't you a digger, Travaldo? No, who was the digger? Ah, it was John who was the digger. Jeez, hadn't updated his hat, so so we'll put you on digging and building. Drop down your supplying, your operating, and your tidying. Barney. Yeah, Barney's the same, but I'm keeping her off having too many times because she's a one who keeps getting stressed. So Yep, Frankie, you're all right with those. There's Marie. Right, Marie, you should be farming and ranching now. So we can drop those priorities down. Nicola, you're okay. Yeah, I think that's all okay now. Fingers crossed. Right. I'll let them get on with this digging. It's going to be pretty boring, as I'm sure you're aware. I'm going to fill up all these liquid. Look, this one's just going to fill up from the oil overflow, and then that will overflow into this one. So it shouldn't have to put any dupe labour into doing those. This one obviously needs to be done manually, hence the reason for the pitch pump. So, what's the overheat temp from pitcher pumps? Plumbing, pitcher pump, 75 degrees. Anything that gives more? Igneous takes it up to 90. That's okay. Yeah, that should be okay. Right, all these oil wells are needing emptying. So we'll just tweak on the priority so that they get done. We should have enough operators to do that by now. Those Atmo suits delivered as well. Gus was straight in with more skill points, and John as well. Right. Right, so I'll put in a cut here while we get on with this. If I have to do anything important or critical, I'll cut straight back in again. Well, nobody's more surprised than me, but this actually seems to work. It's keeping the temperature down around the gas pump, no problem at all. It's a vacuum there now, but anyway, you'll see when this erupts again. Let's deal with this confinement. Oh, it's just a basic one. Sand dropping it. Yeah, I've dug into the copper volcano and a leaky oil fissure. So we've got some useful volcanoes on that side. We'll definitely be taking advantage of those. The leaky oil fissures, yeah, we'll see. Right, so yeah, what I was saying. Well, this is up 500. This is staying at a nice sort of 50 odd degrees, which will stop that pump from actually overheating. The water's not getting too hot, it's not boiling, so yeah, that was reasonably successful. So right, we definitely need to actually start. We're getting some natural gas now, that's good. We have steel, I believe, plenty of steel. Let's see, 4 tons. So I think we really need to start, just get this finished off, and then we can get the industrial brick in there. Dig out a few more bits of garbage that are in the way. And then once they've done all this, I'll do a quick ladder deconstruct, and we'll get in. Let's see where it will fit. Yeah, I think we can get that in there, no problem at all. That's not going to be it. Oh, is there another one up there that oh yeah, there is. Oh, it's a gold volcano. Yeah, forgot about that. So it's going to have to come down about here, I think. That'll be okay. That'll be okay. We can make that work. And what I'll do is I'll give them access from the other side, but I'll put some access to Atmo suits on that side, so they can just have Atmo suits just for coming in the industrial brick. That will work, I think. Anyway, there we go. I might actually start getting those Atmo suit docks set up now, actually. So stations, Atmo suit dock. We'll make them out of copper. Priority 9. We'll put them on this level, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 8 will be plenty. We want a checkpoint, which is going the other way, like so. And ventilation-wise, well, we certainly aren't short of oxygen, that's for sure. So I think we'll take it off of this pipe. Don't think it will be getting as much use as the Atmo suit dock that goes completely outside the base, which is on that side. But if we just have the Atmo suit dock for the people who are going into the industrial brick, I think that will be fine. Right, so hydrogen wise, yeah, we're now pretty backed up with hydrogen. We have no shortage of power from that until, of course, that goes dormant. But then we've got this to fall back on. So, like I say, I think I'm just going to priority 9 the lot of this and just get it done. Because we could be here all day at this rate. Right, I need 8 more Atmo suits. 1, 8 of those made out of. Oh no, make them out of copper, I think. No. Actually, copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Get those done. Still got so much sweeping to do. Yeah, got quite a lot there, but they've not really begun to break back. This is turning into quite the clay ceramic factory here. We've got nearly 100 tons of ceramic already from those 2 tiny slime biomes and this bottled oxygen. That is just such a useful way to make clay. I'm so remembering that. I knew it would be useful for this, but I never realised it would produce quite so much. Got a neutronium tile there. I don't want them digging that. See if we've got any more critters in this lot. Oh, we've got loads down the bottom. Capture those, and they can go to the. Oh yeah, there's loads there. So there's at least one up there. So yeah, these critters will just get dropped off in here because it's got a capacity of 20, and then they'll probably end up in the drowning chamber. But what are they? What are my dupes eating at the moment? Good meal, good meal. Grizzly meal, grizzly meal, grizzly meal, good meal. So basically some of them are getting meal lice and some of them are getting the barbecue as and when it comes. 30. Oh, Travaldo, he's happy as a pig in, isn't he? Wow. Doesn't like the decor much, but then looking at it, nor do I. Right. Yeah, just definitely need to get onto that soon. I'm definitely function over form rather than the other way around. Yeah. Get the base built how I want it, and then we'll make it look pretty. Another geyser there on the end. Certainly looks like it. Have a little nosy at that then. Oh, you need a ladder to get over there, don't you? Another hatch. Oh, another little thing I found. I must have been putting some priority ones down during a save game. All my hatch farms and everything, all the critter feeders, the drop off points, everything was set to priority 1. Everything in here was set to priority 1. Hatcheries had gone to priority 1. Basically nothing was getting fed for a good few cycles, so thankfully when I looked at my overlay, priority overlay, I noticed it, so I've fixed that now. Right, we have got a ton of hydrogen, so a ton of other gases in there from the looks of it. Oh, that smart battery has cooked, and that does not surprise me. Well, it's not terribly warm in there, so we'll deconstruct that, get it replaced with a copper one's got plus 50, haven't they? Same as gold amalgam, so we'll do that. Right, oh, that's looking pretty much ready for the industrial brick. So we'll deconstruct that lot. That was quick. And then we'll put in, where are we going to go? So I think, yeah, probably should have deconstructed that as well, but never mind, we'll take it out after the blueprint's placed. So I think we're going to go there, but one in so we can get a ladder up and down there. So that will come from here and only cover that bit. Right, what? That's igneous rock, so we can have igneous rock across there. We can deconstruct that now. Yeah, that's all okay. So now we've got that. As soon as we've got this powered up and oxygenated and suited, then we are ready to go on that side as well. What load has this got on it? 240, very little. So yeah, that's now getting our Atmos suit back on this side, because they don't use much power at all. I think they only use power when they're filling a suit, and that's it. So as soon as the suit is full, they stop using power. So if you see here, when it fills for those few moments there, that's when it's using power, and that's the only time it uses 120 watts. So you can run quite a lot of these off a very low gauge wire, which is nice. Right, so come on then. That's getting oxygenated up. That's nice. Now I see what's going on there. That's only sending half a pipe down. That's only getting half, well, not full pipe, is it? Might do is run that one down straight down to there and tap it onto there rather than up here, because up here it's two pipes merging, so it's getting backed up slightly, whereas if it attaches on here it won't. Yeah, things you have to think about when you're doing ONI gas flow. It's quite crazy. So that's going on there. We'll snip that there, and we'll snip it there. Ugh. Right, so yeah, that's worked. You see, now we've got nearly a solid pipe of oxygen coming in here because it's taking the excess from each of 2 pipes, which is nearly giving us a full pipe. God, I'm almost a genius at times. I even impress myself. Of course, the rest of the time I'm a total idiot, as I'm sure you're aware by now, having watched some of these videos. I've had a thought about doing a challenge map with some other YouTubers, using these super speed settings. So we pick a map and we all play through it, and the final the objective is to get all the planets researched and reach temporal tear. And you can do it whatever way you like. So you can use whatever mods you like, as long as they're, you know, not significantly boosting performance of the dupes. But you can use the super speed. You can use, you know, mods to produce materials, you know, better water storage, better fuel. Each person can pick their own way they do it, and then just have a race to temporal tear and all planets researched. I think that'd be quite. I think that would make. If you imagine seeing that from each player's perspective, and having that in like you know, a series of objectives, and you'll be able to see each player how they're getting along and what you need to do. I think that would be quite good fun. I think that would make, especially as Brothgar was saying on his blog the other day, that he was thinking that Oni wasn't as popular now. I think, you know, it isn't as popular, but also everyone seems to be struggling for ideas on how to do, you know, new content for Oni. You know, you can only wait so long for, you know, new things to come along, and you often find that a lot of these video game series, they kind of die when you know, when they've used all the content up, and then they come back again, you know, when a new expansion comes out. Frostpunk was a good example of that. Now Frostpunk's just had a new DLC recently, and you know, a lot of YouTubers started doing Frostpunk content. So, you know, that's kind of the way Oni, I think, is going slightly. But I think it's better than that. I think there's a lot more to be done with this game, and I think, you know, getting more, you know, more interesting, more fun content for the viewer will keep it alive. And I know I was inspired by watching Brothgar, Francis John, JD Plays, and Sky Storm, and I think, I like to think that if I inspire one person to try something new, then, you know, that's made this series worthwhile for me, because I'm doing it for fun, obviously, but I do have a lot of fun doing it. I play Oni. Oh, I've got a ridiculous. Let me just check, see what my Steam is saying for my hours now. Dare I even? No, I don't want to launch oxygen not included. I want my Steam up. Library. So I see how much I've got hours wise on this. It's probably shameful. Let me have a look. Oh God, used to be on the front page. 2,083 hours, and I've only been playing since launch. Okay, so that's what, August-ish last year. In fact, no, not even since launch. I played. I got the game after Sky Storm did his introductory video series, and so I've played 2,083 hours since then. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you know, I can only do it as a single man, Could you imagine someone playing 2,000 hours of Oni and still being married? Yeah, not going to happen, is it? But anyway, that's by the by. I'm getting distracted here, and my dupes still haven't filled these flipping suits. And why are we getting dodgy gases going down? Oh, why are we getting hydrogen down there? Oh, you were backed up with hydrogen. Surely you should be burning it off. Why aren't you burning it off? Hydrogen. Oh, what's going on here? Why is that red if it's backed up? That needs to go to a decent setting as well. 2497. I don't get this. Why is that? This game always comes along and finds a way to screw you. Every single time. Pipe blocked. Yeah, but that's kind of the point. When the pipe is blocked, you're supposed to turn the generators on. Let's just change it between. Ah, now I wonder. I wonder if it's got a little bit of oxygen in that pipe. Gas pipe. Polluted oxygen, you absolute toe rag. That's why it's not working. Oh dear. I still don't know to this day how polluted oxygen got in there. We had some, there's not a little bit of slime in there or something, is there? Polluted dirt or something? Right. We change that to hydrogen now. Yay! We are back up and running. Wow. There's things that can cause you problems on this game. Right, and you're still not... Why have you not... Oh, for Christ's sake. Have you not made those Atmo suits yet? Waiting for materials. What are you missing? You got reed fibre, you got copper. Get it done. I've noticed on one of my other games, since the patch came out, a lot of doors disappearing. Now, normally I wouldn't notice a door missing. I think it was just something, you know, I just thought, oh, I must have deleted that. But these are doors that are inside my door compressors, which, you know, nobody ever goes in because they're sealed rooms. So I couldn't have accidentally deconstructed them. But since the patch, I think it was about 4 out of my 6 door compressors on my Chaotica playthrough, which is just my own playthrough, were missing. Just 4 out of 5 of them had doors missing inside. Just some had 1 door missing, some had 2 doors missing. So I think there might be a change to the way they're compressing the data, and it's maybe not quite as. Yeah, it might be a little bit corrupting the saves. I don't know. We'll wait and see. They keep putting out hot fixes, so I have absolute faith in them that they will fix anything that they come up with. Right, have we got these? Right, that's 4 Atmo suits. Sorry, we need a priority please here, because until we've got that, we can't open up this wall, and then we can't get this built. Right, that's working. Of course, we've got even more hydrogen out there now from overstocking those. Crikey. Oh, you've got 2 more to deliver. Get on with it. Nice job. Just leave that one on 11. That's it. I wonder if errands it comes. Doc exosuit. Doesn't. I don't know what. I think it would probably come under storing or something like that. And of course, all my dupes probably got low storing as a priority. How are we doing? Oh, look at that oil. That is really starting to come up now. Lovely. There's 4 pumps going. We're not going to have any oil shortages, that's for sure. And I think one of my viewers, Youngblood, will be definitely pleased to see me make use of that. Right, so volcano dormant. Let's not do that yet. Let's get this up first. Don't get distracted, Mark. Don't get distracted. So I'll just get them to build a little bit more of this. So I'll skip forward a bit. Well, this has been like pulling teeth, I tell you. Anyway, I built quickly built a similar setup up here to harvest that hydrogen vent. Also got this one dug out, another gold volcano. So we've got two gold volcanoes. Certainly won't be short gold late game in this. Haven't really done anything else. Haven't taken any dupes. We haven't got a meep yet, so I'm obviously going to wait for a meep. Got to have a meep, haven't you? It's like the law. I got one of all the others, pretty much. No, only 15. So, yeah, that's where we're at the moment. I've done a bit of load balancing here as well. Put a smart battery in here to control the coal generators. That way, when we're running on low power, we'll use both hydrogen and coal, so we don't use as much hydrogen, and we don't use as much coal. And then when we're running on backed up hydrogen, only the hydrogen generators will switch on, the coal ones won't. So yeah, I think that will work. Got a lot of hatches in here, and not a lot of food. How many eggs have we got now? Critter eggs. Stone hatchling eggs 5, hatchling eggs 7. Right, time to put in an automated kill room for the eggs. Although with the way I've done this, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. That would be typical. Right, I've now put these clock sensors completely independent so that we can run a lot more off that wire. So although it's now got, it'll never have more than 4 incubators on at a time, which is 1000 watts, which leaves 1000 watts spare, which I think will be enough to run these hatcheries, the automation on these hatcheries. Oh. We shall see, won't we? Not having a good track record so far on this particular map with electricity management, but well, we'll see. Oh, really? Thanks for that. Bloody save game. I thought I'd released it in time, but I hadn't. Clearly. Right, no, I don't want that on the wire. That's it, thank you. Right, let's just run that across there. 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 And there. And there. So it's an awful lot of wattage I'm putting on that wire. Oh no. Right. Yes, I'm banking on the fact that none of these will be, not all of them will be firing at once. So, yeah, we can but hope. So we've got hatches now being just naturally hatching out of the incubators. Still getting lullaby when they come on. When's this one coming on? Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Right, let's check, see what we got in the printing pod then. No meat. So, yeah, all blimey, we've got food shortage and all. Our millwood's stifled again, probably through temperature. What are we up to in here? 30.4, just over the top. But we do still have the option of using our cooling pipe. we're not going to need this mill for much longer, but I just want to keep it going until we're properly established with our hatches. There's one in the drowning chamber now. Oh, automatically turned to meat. Sorry, evolved. Did that make... Just want to make sure my shipping's all working. Yep, there goes the meat down there. Fantastic. So that's all working as intended. Oh, and these bases is definitely starting to get swept up as well, so they are catching up on that. Oh, this is just going painfully slowly. Have I made all these ceramic? Why is that one igneous rock? I did just think I'm just going to check that because I seem to remember I might have had that as igneous rock previously, and I was right. Stuff. This is all coming along nicely. Look at this gas. What are we up to? Nearly 3.5 tons per tile. Sorry, 3.5 kilos per tile. Oh, 3.5 tons. So what I'm going to plan on doing here is putting a natural gas compressor in here. We'll have a natural gas sensor here, and that will just use that to turn it on and off, which my blueprint does allow. Where is it? So we go on. Put that there, and I'm going to make it larger. So I'm going to cancel buildings on that. There. We'll go a bit further out. And that will be good. So this will just have an Atmo sensor on the automation. Okay. I've got all those sensors researched, haven't I? All that automation. Oh, no I haven't. I thought I could have sworn I'd selected computing to be researched. How bizarre. Right, anyway, so I'll probably need to replace that. Power overlay. We will cancel that because we don't need it. It's obviously just a wire from something else. Cancel that. That's on gas, isn't it? Let's cancel that. That's insulated gas pipe. So we will want 2 gas pumps. That'll go in like that. Where that goes. Now, plumbing. We need a steel liquid pump in here. So I'm going to place that now. Get it built so that when we're ready to go, I'm not going scratching around for steel. So, although this is still going strong down here, and the water's still only at 33 degrees. Although Tropical Paku isn't going to be too happy once that goes. What are we up to here? 29, 35. This is a 9.8. Some crude oil in there. Can we mop that? Yes, we can. It's dripping down off here. That's all. As it melts. No, that's not helping. That water is apparently it's too hot. Couldn't make it up, could you? Right. Right, as you can see, I've been quite ambitious again. I thought, well, this actually works. So, if it's not busy with one hydrogen, might as well use it, take some heat out of the other one. Right, so at the moment that gas pump's at 107 degrees. It's getting hot. Yeah, it's getting hotter all the time. So let's see what this. Oh, the water's starting to go through there now. It's not making any difference because the pump's probably in a vacuum at the moment. Yeah, the pump's in a vacuum, so it's not transferring any heat. Right, what's going on with that water supply? It's looking a bit scratchy. We've got two here. Why is only one producing? Because the water's not backed up. As soon as the water backs up, it will. Doesn't feed the second, which is probably a bad idea actually. So I think we'll change that. Because these can only do 5 kilos of water each, and the pipe can take 10, so you want both of them running really. It should be working now. Why is it not working? Oh, no, it is starting to work. That's better. No. So, why is that not working? I love this game, but sometimes I really hate it. So what the hell? Why is that not working? See, I'd normally just say it hasn't got sand. What's the sand? Yeah, it's got plenty of sand. Let's just try something. Nope, that is definitely not working. So, we've got power going to it. Yes, we've got power going to it. Right, I'm going to deconstruct that and just rebuild it again because there's something weird going on there. Some sand in there. Yeah, nah, that's what it should be doing. Well, I have no idea why that wasn't doing that. Now the pipe's backed up, which is exactly what I wanted. Thank you. How are we doing? That's overheated, probably from when it was in a vacuum. Now this is all cooling down, so hopefully if I put that on priority 9 repair, it won't need it again. Good stuff. Right, another generator going in there for hydrogen, so we can start to make better use of that. So again, heavy watt conductive joint plate. I think I'm going to need to move that over. I probably shouldn't put it where it is now. So let's move it now while we think of it, so then I can put in another one here to power other stuff. Right, power transformer large, conductive wire, lead 9. That's good. Right. Let's go. Come on. This is so slow. Right, that's that all placed. Suddenly realise I've been very quiet for a while. Not something people say about me often, I can promise you that. Come on. I think I might just boost things a little bit. Sorry, little baby hatches, but I can't wait for you to evolve. Yeah, don't worry, there's not going to be a food shortage for much longer. Right, what have we got? Well, we've got only got hatchling eggs at the moment, so I'll remove you. Put back on hatchling egg. Oh, another thing that's on priority 1. Right. Hopefully now they will actually come in here and take the babies out of there and deliver them here, which is what they're supposed to be doing, rather than me having to do it manually all the time. Oh, we've got a meep! 7 science, mole hands, irritable bowel. You're in, brother. And we're going to put you on digging. And you're not going to do research, sorry, but that 7 science will serve you well when levelling up. Digging, building because you've got mole hands. Why not? Supplying. Yeah. You're going to be a little slow in the Atmo suits, but you'll soon level up. Right, 8, 8, 8, 8. Should have 8 in all of them now. 8, 8, 8. Oh, 3, 8. Right, so we'll drop this one down to a 7, and we'll put the others up to at least an 8. Priority 8, just make sure that's on. It's priority 9. Should we put all those on priority 9? It is just delivery after all. It's not something that's going to take masses of their time. So, food shortage again already? Oh, that'll be fine. We'll survive. I'll just kill a few more baby hatches. Pip eggs 1, hatchling eggs 6. Oh, go on then, you can have some omelettes for a bit. Hatchling egg 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll lay some more eggs in a minute. Food has not got as quickly ahead with my food as I normally do on this level. I think stupid mistakes with this meal would have not helped. I could plant some more, I suppose. You know, is it 28.5? I want to get them off the meal wood really as quickly as possible. So because you normally, when you start producing more mealwood late game, you've just got all this mealwood, like pickled meal lying around that's never going to rot, and you're just stuck with it. So this ice has started to melt. Good. Temperature wise, that's good. This one's warmed up because of the refinery running in there. How much steel have we got now? Steel. So we've now got 1.5 tons clear. We have 29.9 tons of clay and 106 tons of ceramic. Wow, I am definitely using this trick every game where I'm struggling for clay now, because that's just ridiculous. So effective, especially on a level where you've got more sand than you know what to do with. Right, I have to put in another cut, get this done. Well, at last it's actually finished. Not completely, but we've got the refineries up and running. We have power. We're just filling the steam chamber and pumping out any remaining gases. So yeah, I'm guessing this will be up fairly shortly. So we'll cut it out there, and next episode we start producing the materials we need for space and get our ass up to space. So have a great day, folks, and I will see you tomorrow.